Hey, this is Hans from Request for Music, back with a new module called Membz. I'll put it in there. Membz is short for membranes, and Membz is a membrane-based percussion synthesizer. It doesn't use oscillators or samples, it simulates a vibrating drumhead, and that's what you're looking at here, with all of those nodes in there that can respond to you trigger it. When you trigger the module, energy is injected into a virtual membrane, and that energy spreads across the surface. It reflects at the edges and gradually decays. So what you hear is not a fixed waveform, it's a result of many interacting vibration modes at once. And so this is what it looks like. And that means that if I put it in, so I'll obviously have to put it into my reverb first. I need some reverb. And put it in there. Then this is the sound of what you're going to get if you press it in the middle, at least. The sound depends on a couple of things, though. First of all, the membrane itself, and you have a tension, a tune, and a size and decay and that kind of settings, and the way how energy is lost. So that's the damping, or the decay, which is in there. So that depends on, or that changes the length of how it sounds. So, and for the rest, how you excite it, because there's, or excite is how you trigger it, because there's a way of changing the hit position. You see here that this has a hit strength actually, and a hit position X and A, but you can actually trigger it by using the canvas here in the middle. And apart from that, there's also a mallet setting. So first of all, if I click it in the middle, I get the normal sound. Well, if I go outside, you'll hear that it sounds different. If I change the mallet, depending on the sound and the things that you're after, it sounds softer. If I dial it back, if I put it up, I get a bit more click. And the last thing, of course, is decay. So that means if I take my decay back, I get a very short sound. If I take it longer, I get a very long sound. Then apart from all that, there's buzz in there. So if you wanted to create some sound where there's buzz in there, like a snare sound or something like that, you can actually change that. And of course, you can go far over the top to create some sort of distorted sound, but obviously you can do it less than that. You can, there's, apart from that, there's a body as well, so that also changes the way it sounds. And of course the size itself absolutely changes the sound. And there's tension, which also, because it puts more tension on the skin of the or the membrane itself, you can get higher sound. So the actual pitch is created by a combination of tension, tuning, and size. So if I I was intending. So I can do very short sounds. Of course, I can take the level up, take the decay up, something like that. So, well, of course, there's a pitch input, a trigger input, and a velocity input. So your trigger, you can obviously use that to take something out of a clock, for instance, something like this. And let's put the level down a bit, take the decay back, and maybe give it an extra trigger, or maybe use the multiplexer, my mux, because then I can put multiple triggers in there. So let's see, I'm going to take both of them into my gate input, and then I can take that multiple gate out, and I can use the probability and all that. So now sort of making a combination between those two gates, so I can get different kind of sounds. Let's take the tuning back, let's take the tension back, take the decay up, take the buzz down, give it less body and change the way how it responds near the edges. I can take the mallet down, and so I have, as you can tell, I can change the sound by changing where I hit it. So I can play it like an instrument, but having all of those modulation inputs at the top where I can change which I drive, I could use, for instance, the a sine wave from my LFO to change the X position. So if I take the X a bit more to the middle, it will go around that. And let's do the same for the Y position as well. But you can still strike the actual canvas if you want. But so at least it's not a sample player. You can change the sound, the size, all that kind of stuff. On the Facebook page, I'll at least put a lot of presets, module presets in there. So let's say, for instance, that you want some sort of a something like this, and you can hear that I changed the size and the tension now, which is now a bit too much, so I could probably put that into an attenuator first and then dial back whatever I don't want as strong as this. So something like this, but as I said, there's a lot of module presets that I have, so something like a djembe slap or something, or a bongo, something almost ceramic sounding, but also things like a snare. And then of course the decay length makes it sound more snappy, especially if you turn the buzz a bit back and maybe put the tension and the tune up, so it's a really high-pitched snare. As you can see, there's a whole range, or a very broad range of sounds that you can get from Membz, and it'll be in the shop shortly, I assume. So yeah, that's it for now, and I'll see you back in a new one. So cheers for now. Bye bye.